Hello Libra, this is your oracle reading for the month of April 2026. My name's Kathleen. I'm one of the spirit operators. I do things a little bit different. I get psychic impressions from the images and I also interact with spirit, so this might be a little different if you're new. If you're returning, thank you very much for joining me again. The deck of cards we're using this month is from the Celtic Spirit Oracle. Okay, so let's take a look. We have Blood-Dued. I hope I'm pronouncing that properly, but most likely I'm not. Wisdom, power, transformation. Sorry, I'm just, yeah, okay. Apologies. Okay, so the botanical things in the card is standing out quite strongly. Connection with nature. If your spirituality is connected with nature, that's something that you may be emphasizing this month, or you may want to emphasize this month. It could just be that you need to go and connect with nature, if that's possible where you live. Go to a park, go to a forest, hike, maybe even go camping. Yeah, so there's a strong feeling of connecting with nature, finding the wisdom within nature if that's your spiritual calling. Yeah, so Spirit's saying the flora and fauna, so you know the natural botanical things as well as the animal world, make a connection there. So you know, it could just be as simple as taking your dog for walks in the park rather than maybe just down the street or something, if you're able to do that. Okay, Spirit said to move on to our next card. So we have rest, stop, recharge, self-care. Yeah, so relax, rejuvenate in the month of April as much as you can. Look after your health. If you have any health concerns, do something about it. If you've been putting off seeing the doctor or nurse practitioner or healer, whatever that you would do for that, please don't put it off anymore. Get your checkup. Go get some advice or help with whatever health issues you may be having. And Spirit's saying dental. Okay, so don't neglect any dental needs that you have as well. Get this stuff checked and at the very least make an appointment in April. So like if you can't actually get the appointment for April, make it for whenever you're able to, you know, perhaps May or June, what it depends how busy your practitioner is. Yeah, so but you don't put it off anymore, okay? Look after it. But make sure you're not burning the candle at both ends. Okay? Make sure you're resting when you need to rest. And so Spirit's saying, like, if you have any deadlines coming up, make sure you're resting enough so that you don't make too many mistakes on whatever it is that you're working on. Because if you've been putting things off, there's a chance of making mistakes when you try to rush to get it done in time. So don't do that. Start it now. If you haven't started it yet, start it now, and make sure you're spending enough time on it, but also enough time away from it that you can rest so that you're not making errors. Okay, so Spirit said that's it for that card. So the next card we have here is the Gatekeeper. gatekeeper, power, abundance. So this feels like your energy. The eye feels like your energy. So for some of you, it could be that you feel like the money slipping through your fingers type of thing, or burning a hole in your pocket, that you're losing savings, or there's just maybe more money being spent on something that you hadn't planned on, like if you're having renovations done or anything really, and it's costing you more than you had slotted for, right? Like if you were expecting it to cost $500 and now it's creeping up towards $1,000, that type of idea, it's kind of running away from you. So there's a need to take a look at that and make sure the money is being well spent, that there isn't some sort of waste going on. That is, you know, like, just as an example, I'm not saying everyone's doing this, but if you are getting renovations done, are they actually doing the work? Where is the money going? Are they charging you and yet they're not on site? You know what I mean? Like, so be really careful and painstakingly, Spirit said, go over the finances to make sure they're okay. It may be tax time where you are, and so you're going to really need to keep an eye on your taxes, make sure everything's being done properly, so that there's no errors that are going to come back and bite you later. Okay, yeah, that seems to be it. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you so very much for watching.